Pragya. Hi, darling. Kat, how you doing? Hello, hello, my darlings. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me. Let me know if the connection is all right. Let me know how you guys are doing this fine day. Ishita, my darling, a pleasure to see you always. King Kenny, hello, hello. Ken Sunny here. Nice. Lovely to meet you. King Kenny, it sounds like it's your first time here, right? Ishita, thank you for the feedback, darling. I'm glad the connection is A-OK. Thank you for the thumbs up, my darlings, already. I'm loving it. So we're just going to give a couple more moments for people to get their notification to join us if they wish to do so. And then I will explain how these sessions work. I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory. All the information is in the pinned message. Don't be shy, my darlings. Say hi. King Kenny, not your first time. All right, darling. Well, welcome back then. Welcome back. Red Star, shining brightly. How are you doing, dear? Great to see you. Great to see all of you. We had such strong winds over here today. Strong winds and snow and flurries and all sorts of things. Hi, Michelle. All right, guys. So a quick reminder of how these sessions work while we're still waiting for people to join us and to say their hellos. I answer your questions live using my tarot and my oracle decks. These are quick questions, quick answers. Yeah, it's $10 per question paid via Super Chat or PayPal. The link to PayPal is in the pinned message together with my email in case you guys feel like you're up for a personal, like full-on read, and the link to my Patreon page in case you guys want to check it out because it's like a completely different thing to my YouTube channel, and it has loads of other videos on loads of subjects. Practical magic, additional discounts on personal readings, and all sorts of interesting things. So if you guys feel like you would benefit from taking a look at it, please do. When it comes to today's session, you can ask about your future spouse, you can ask about your interest, your love interest, you can ask about your career, spiritual guidance, what's that the universe wants you to know. The only thing I don't do, guys, are health readings for obvious reason. I am not a doctor. I'm a tarot reader. But doctor, I am not. So whatever you guys feel you would benefit from knowing, where's your career going? Is it going to work out? What are the persons that you are thinking about feelings towards you? And yeah, anything and everything really. If you guys are going to be using PayPal as payment method, you can just put your question in the message section. EK, hi darling. Yats, hello. Hi, how are you guys doing today? Thanks for the thumbs up, very much appreciated. Mm-hmm. Aphirupa, thank you so much, darling. Very much appreciated. I love compliments. I recently learned how to accept them. So I'm like, yes, thank you so much. Hi, lovely Catherine. Got the payment? Where's the question? All right, there we go. Your question is anything the spirit or my spirit guides want me to know. All right, lovely Cat is starting us off. So let me wrap my hands as I usually do. Has become a bit of a ritual to get the energies going. And let's go ahead and find out. What is it that cat spirits want her to know? Going to be using Moonology. Okay, that's good. All right, so your spirit guides are coming in with ka-ching, darling, ka-ching, because look at this. They're bringing you prosperity. Prosperity lies ahead, but they're really giving you this word of advice that don't let the past hold you back. So it's almost this energy that, maybe in the past you tried something and it hasn't worked out. And they're saying it doesn't mean that it's not going to work out again, or like something maybe that didn't manifest completely that you wanted to manifest. And I want you to realize that prosperity does lie ahead, and it has a lot to do with money. It has a lot of like green and jade colors. It has a lot of energy of like keep going, and there's this confidence because bulls and tauruses, they're very much about being grounded and very much about moving forward. So they're saying that prosperity definitely lies ahead over here. Don't let past mistakes or past energies hold you back. Confidence is the key to success. A lot of Leo energy, a lot of Taurus energy that's surrounding you here, darling. So don't let the past hold you back, and confidence is the key to success. So it's this vibe where they're saying be proactive, and like whenever those negative feelings, those negative energies come up telling you that you've already tried this or it isn't going to work out or isn't the right time, they're saying kick them to the curb, because prosperity definitely lies ahead for you over here, darling. They're also saying it would help you to have a little malachite crystal or a tumble stone, just like as a little amulet, if you will, for you. And you can charge it and sort of have it around with you. So that was your reading, lovely cats. Ananya, hi darling. Those are paid readings, $10. Our question, paid via Super Chat or PayPal. The link is in the PayPal. Lovely Natasha, as usual, amazing to see you. Hope you're having a great day as well, my dear. And keeping safe and taking care of your great self, yeah? Constanza, hi darling. How does Freddie feel about me? I can't really tell if he's interested in me or not. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's take a look. Freddie. Okay, so they are feeling a little bit guarded over here. There's definitely some sort of connection, but I think it might be coming a little bit later on. Okay, it's this energy where it might come a little bit later, because right now they are going through this energy of like a guarded heart. They're telling me it could be happening after Christmas. After Christmas, there's some sort of energy, there's like a shift in energy, because there's some codependent energies that they might be getting out of. Yeah. So there's definitely it has a lot of potential, but right now it's sort of delayed. Yeah, they're still coming out. There's a lot of fear over here, darling. A lot of fear, a lot of caution, but it's from their side because of something that happened in the past. But there is potential. Yeah, definitely. A lot of potential. Yeah, and I don't know, they're seeing you as a gift. They're seeing you as something that needs to be unwrapped, discovered, something that needs to be experienced. It's an interesting energy. And they also they have fantasies about you, if you know what I'm saying. But they're kind of holding themselves back a lot. But give it time. Give it time and it will become more apparent, more clear. And they're just saying you do you at this particular moment. That's all you can do. Beautiful Soul 369. Hello, darling. Thank you so much for your love from India. Very much appreciated. Just love your reading. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the readings. So about the background noise, there's like a big snowstorm over here, and there's this horrible draft. And it's just like, oh, no matter how hard I try to close the windows and all the doors, it still gives this silly noise. But hopefully it shouldn't be too much of a disturbance. So those of you guys who are joining me, hi and welcome. I answer your questions live during these readings. It's $10 per question, paid by Super Chat or PayPal. The link to PayPal is in the pinned message. If you guys aren't cool with PayPal, you can use Super Chat as well. You can ask about your future spouse, about how somebody feels about you, about your career, about spiritual guidance. What is it that you guys need to know at this particular time? And yeah, anything and everything you feel like you would benefit from knowing, apart from health questions, because I don't do those. Pragya, I am from Russia originally. And it is so windy. It's ridiculous. Beautiful. So I'm available on Instagram, darling. There's a link to my Instagram, and I'm available on Patreon as well. The link to Instagram is pretty much underneath all of my videos, or you can just go to my channel, and on the banner, there's a link on the Instagram there as well. I wouldn't say I'm too active on Instagram, to be honest, but I'm there. I'm there. Lovely, Natasha. Let's go ahead and take a look at your question, my darling. Enjoying my downtime from working right now. Brilliant. But wondering if there are any messages from my spirit team at this time. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's use this deck for you. Lovely, Natasha. They're actually saying that you are doing the right thing with this openness card. This is very much about being open to new opportunities, but it's not in a state of being active. It's in a state of being passive, and it's in the state where you are ready to, they're basically saying like in stillness, in openness, there lies an opportunity to see something you maybe missed before. Yeah, so let's find out what it could be. But they're saying like be open, because you might be getting some insights, you might be getting some new ideas, you might be getting like, interesting, look at that. There could be a trip coming up. They're saying maybe you might benefit from a little trip, but this could also be, you know, a bigger message over here with the voyage. I don't know if you can see it, but the big whale over here is carrying the little whale. So there's this energy that, you know, you're being in the flow and you're sort of being carried. Okay, they're like other like powers and forces that we can't see, like things are going on behind the scenes for you a lot over here. But you would benefit from like taking a little trip or just disconnecting. Yeah, they're saying, yeah, your freedom, like this, be open to travel to freedom. And it doesn't mean freedom that you're not going to do anything. It's more in the sense that you're free to do whatever it is that you please. So it's like, be open to new opportunities, be open to new insights, to new thoughts. And it has a lot to do, look at this, with movement, but movement more in the sense of like in effortless, you know what I mean? It's like you're inspired to do something and then you go with it and you're like, let's take a look where it's going to take me. But they're like giving you this energy like you're okay, you're good, like everything is going as the way that it should be. Beautiful soul, thank you so much. Bless you and your family too, darling. Bless you and your family too. I think we all need a little blessing, right, guys? With everything that's been happening, we all need a little blessing. Maybe not even a little. All right, lovely Mira. Hi, darling. Why have I been single for so long, despite trying to find love and working on myself? Let's take a look. What could be the block over here, or maybe it's just like divine timing. Let's see. Let's see what the cards are going to say. My darling, but this is so beautiful. Honestly, look at this. The two cards. You have anxiety and you have the heart chakra. Okay, they're saying it's very straightforward for them to see, for your spiritual team to see, but for you, because you're like there's a lot of fears that are surrounding you. Yeah, but and they're saying basically it's fear of commitment. It's like the older we get, the more experience we get, the more we tend to be very cautious when it comes to opening our heart. It's different when it comes to flirting, to like like putting yourself out there, but when we're talking about true intimacy and true love, because this is what you're looking for, right? They're saying that you need to release the fear, the anxiety that you will be hurt again. There's this need that you need to jump in, that you need to be ready to jump in, that you need to be okay with the possibility of not finding Prince Charming straight away. Yeah, and it has a lot to do with your self-worth, darling. A lot to do with your self-worth, with the door to value over here. They're saying that there are many, many layers over there, okay? And once you start peeling them, you will realize that there are more and more reasons. But let's take a look at what their advice is. Because I don't believe that, everybody who's in a relationship is healed. I think that relationship and love is healing itself. But there are sometimes really strong blocks that prevent you from even going into a relationship. Meditate and contemplate. Pisces energy is coming through. And oh my God, I absolutely love it. New romantic cycle begins. Look at this, darling. Pisces and Libra energy coming through very strongly. So that they are saying that think on the end, or think on what you heard in this reading. Think on what pops up into your head when you're meditating, because look at that, they are showing a new romantic cycle beginning over here. Look at when Libra season is. I can't remember. It could be an indication of a time frame. Yeah, and this is when is Libra, guys? Is it July? Is it not July? Look it up. Look at when Libra season is, darling. Yeah, it's an indication. It's like a hint at the timing that could be coming through for you, that a relationship could be coming through. It's pretty much always down to the fear of being hurt, and the more you've been hurt, unfortunately, the more the fear is there. Lovely Mira, you're most welcome. You know who this? Hey darling, how you doing? Constanza, yes, I should do them more often, my darling, and I will. But the thing is, I've had COVID, so I was like recovering for like almost a month, and I had to take it easy because it was like just a horrible experience. And I like to bring like 110% to those readings. So I'm back hopefully now, and yeah, I try to do them at least twice a week. But I'm always happy to hear that you guys are enjoying them and that you guys are missing the sessions. Jelly Bean Jellio, how are you doing, darling? How my meetings go with my boss this week? All right, let's go ahead and take a look. I want to use this deck. For Jelly Bean. No, my darling, already they're telling me, good. You are in this business set of mind, okay? The King of Pentacles is basically everything that has to do with money, basically everything that has to do with getting your budgets, getting timelines, getting support, getting advice, allocating things. Okay, so this is very much about business. This is very much about, and the fact that it came out straight up, the fact that it came out in like the right way around is the energy where you are going to really be finding like the right strategy. It's like, because I'm seeing it's basically they're like nodding their head and saying, yes, I agree with this, I agree with that, that needs a bit of alteration, that needs a bit of changing, but it's very good. It's like literally this one card, like, because the King of Pentacles is the businessman, and the Emperor as well, but King of Pentacles deals especially with money, especially with budget, especially with deadlines. So here it's all looking very good. And the Two of Cups, I don't know, darling. With you, every reading is the Two of Cups. Every reading is love. Every reading, even if we're talking about money, it comes like with the Two of Cups over here. So, but this is also an indication that it doesn't always have to be about like romantic love per se. This is also an indication that they sympathize with you, that they like you, that they're feeling very warm towards you, in the sense that they see that you're a good worker, and they there's this energy of putting their trust in you. Okay, but I swear, honestly, like the cards tell me every time, secret admirer. But yeah. When he comes through, make sure to let me know, because honestly, this is so interesting. Blossom, oh my god, I'm a fan. I always watch your pick a cards. Thank you so much, darling. Lovely Blossom. Constanza, oh, thank you. To you too, darling. Loads of love and light and health and all sorts of beautiful things. When you're going to when you're going to make a new pick a pile, eagerly waiting for that. Most probably I'm going to do it tomorrow, my darling. Most probably tomorrow. It might be about a future spouse, what they're going through at the moment, or I don't know. Maybe. What do you think? Would you be interested in that? What your future spouse is going through at the moment? How they're handling life without you? Passion. Look at that, this passion. Maybe you guys would be up for like something a bit more saucy, like, your first night with your future spouse. Something saucy and fun. Lovely Vanessa, how are you doing, darling? Great to see you. Great to see you. What should I focus on? All right, let's go ahead and take a look. What should you focus on? Let's take a look. This deck. Let's go ahead and take a look at this deck. I don't know how I'm going to sleep with that noise tonight. Anyways, for Lovely Vanessa, what should you be focusing on? Ooh. Okay. Oh my God. I mean, look at this. What should you be focusing on? And they're like, all right, focus. This is what you should be focusing on. Love it. All right, let's take a look. Focus on the power of pleasures. All right, hold on a second. I'm going to decode this message for you, right? So we have the focus, we have the power, and we have the pleasure, right? Focus right now. They're saying this is important, baby. You have got to focus on the things that give you pleasure, because now is the time. They're showing you literally to peel things off that are not like causing you pleasure. And they're saying this is where your mind needs to like take a back seat, and you need to start feeling. Is this making you feel relaxed? Is it making you feel good? Is it making you feel happy? Is it making you feel uplifted? Or is your mind telling you that it should make you feel this and this and this and this and this? Because, my darling, they want you, your spiritual team wants you to get your power back. You're very powerful. This power, they're saying, could you go towards powering up your dreams, powering up relationships, powering up whatever it is that you want to do. They're saying it's time to claim your power back. And they're saying it's not about like being harsh with yourself, but it's about pleasure. Because when we're having fun, when we're having pleasure, this is when we're charging. When we're sleeping, when we're having sex, with people that, you know what I mean, with people that are also charged. So when we're having a lot of fun and when we're doing the work that we love, and this is when we get the charge. So they're saying you really need to focus on what brings you pleasure, because within this pleasure lies your power. That was your message, lovely Vanessa. Purity, how are you doing? Ryan's current feelings towards me. Let's do this. Ryan's current feelings towards Purity. They're giving me a no strings attached energy over here, which is an energy of somebody who's interested, but who's not ready to commit. Like they're interested, they want you, but it's a bit of a, it's weird. They're showing me cat and mouse. They're showing me like maybe keeping you guessing and then sort of giving you a little bit and then withdrawing. It's a weird energy. Could be going through a heartbreak, healing through a heartbreak, but in all honesty, darling, they do have a bit of dysfunctional family relationship which is affecting them. Okay, so it could be fear of commitment, it could be fear of settling down, because they might have seen something in the past that really upset them. So they are intrigued, they are interested, they want to reach out, but at the same time they pull back. So it's a bit of a cat and mouse. It's a bit of like, do I go there, do I not go there? It's that sort of energy. Let me pull one tarot card. But in the future, they're saying that there's actually potential to work on things. But see, again, they're like, nope, don't want this, don't want to work on things to make it work. Just like they I don't know, there's like rebellion going on within them. Lots of pentacle energies. But they're intrigued. Jelly bean. My mom is collecting all of my valuables and materials on the 1st of December. Will it go smoothly? Will she collect everything? Let's find out. You know what? Your mom is a tough cookie, right? Because they're showing me that at first there's going to be this energy. 5 of Swords is very much about arguments and conflict and fighting. But then I see this energy where it will take some time. It will take some time, and see, there's this vibe where she's looking at things, where she's looking for your things. She's packing, she's doing whatever she needs to do. Yeah, she's, I don't know, tough cookie. A tough cookie. A leadership, she's going to be able to communicate. So I wouldn't say it's going to go completely smoothly with the 5 of Swords over here. Yeah. But no, she's going to do it. She's going to do it. She's a tough cookie, honestly. Give her credit. Give her credit. And will she collect everything? Yeah. Most of the things, yeah, absolutely. Constanza, is Freddie keeping his options open and talking to other girls? Let's take a look. He's regretting something. There's like this energy of regret, the energy of being influenced, and a lot of energy of regret, trying to heal. Let me take a look at tarot. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's keeping his options open, but there's definitely talking over here with influence, with talking. Somebody is trying to influence him. Somebody is like, he doesn't want yeah, it's this energy, you know, of somebody who's very youthful and who wants to play the field, darling. Like, I'm being honest over here. Very youthful, who wants to play the field, and like you want the thing, like you would prefer things to change over here with the Wheel of Fortune, but it's kind of stuck. And because you don't really see eye to eye when it comes to relationships, okay, you have different morals, you have different ideas of relationship. I'm not putting in enough effort here. You're putting more effort, he isn't. It's more just about fun. But there are chatting, like chatting to people, yes. Communication is key. Yeah, I see that they are talking to other people. Jelly Jelly, yes, she is. Yeah. Mahmoudine raised no fool. Don't forget to get those thumbs up for today's session, my darlings. Helps the channel grow, helps me see that you guys are enjoying today's session. And a quick reminder then, guys, for those of you who've just joined, I answer your questions live during this session. $10 per question paid by Super Chat or PayPal, preferably PayPal, but you can use Super Chat as well, yeah, if you're not cool with PayPal. It can be about your future spouse, about how somebody feels towards you, if there's potential in a relationship, your career, all sorts of things apart from health questions. I don't do those. Don't forget that if you guys are up for a personal reading, like a big one, a very detailed one, you can always send me an email. The email's in the pinned message as well. And of course, check my Patreon page out. Let's see who we have next. We have Lovely. Hi, darling. I'm blessed. Is my husband still being dishonest in our marriage? All right, let's see what the tarot is going to tell us. Do you know who's like, there's this energy of thinking what about divorce? Oof. They're telling me a story like, you know, of being withdrawn, of trying to sever ties over here. And they're showing me the family trying to think, because like they're showing me the dishonesty. Let me see. Not right now, no. They're not showing me dishonesty at this particular moment. They're showing me that there was one, but now I think you made a lot of things clear. You made a lot of, like, you set the rules, you said whatever needed to be said. So No, they're not showing me like him being dishonest now. And what's more, there's potential. They're showing me there's potential would work, of course. There's potential of making it work, rebuilding the trust, very long term. But they are saying like there's like some good and positive energies over here when it comes to your marriage. But now it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like they're being dishonest. Vanessa, thank you so much, darling. Jumanji, been ages. How are you doing? What can I expect in December? Jumanji. What can you expect in December? Let's find out. Simplicity, nice. Keeping it simple, keeping things light, taking the weight off of your shoulders. Yeah, so there's this energy of keeping things simple, giving yourself the time, the care, the attention. If you've been struggling with something, or if you've been like, I don't know, they're just showing me like, you know, when you have this heavy backpack and you've like been just like walking around with it forever, and then you take it off and you're like, you know what, F it, I don't need it anymore. And it's this energy of just feeling lighter, of feeling like things are simpler, of realizing that a lot of things don't really matter, or like they can be solved later on. And thriving, absolutely love it. Thriving. So it could be that you are actually going to see where like they're showing me money flowing into places that you like you either forgot about or that you didn't need, you know, like subscriptions, or maybe like, you know, over expensive coffees or things like this. And they're saying like you will be more aware about the money that you have been spending, and you're going to keep it simple, and you will actually start thriving. I don't know, they're saying that there's going to be a shift when it comes to your abundance. And it has a lot to do with overthinking. Oh my God, success. Look at this. Success. So maybe you've been overthinking about a particular decision. Maybe it has something to do with your career, because they're showing me a lot of money. You know, they're saying sometimes the simplest and the most obvious answer is the best one. So it looks like you're going to, it's like it's going to hit you like, oh my God, that's it. So yeah, sometimes less is more. All right. Jelly Bean. My mom is selling a few things on my behalf in India, including a few cupboards. The cupboards have been in my family for decades and look very beautiful. That's great. They have my initials. I'm sure they can be sold quickly. I really have my eye on one of the two cupboards should I agree to sell them. Shipping them to Singapore would be very difficult and expensive, and I don't think I will ever be going to India again. Is it better to sell them? They're giving me an energy of a fresh start over here, a fresh vibe, a fresh energy, a wind of change. So this is again very much about traveling lightly. This is very much about not burdening yourself with things that you might use or might not use. Keeping it light, keeping it simple, keeping it fresh right now is important. Okay, and you already have so much that you're thinking about. You're already doing so much research, and you know, like they're saying, be careful that you don't put too much upon yourself. Yeah, they're saying it's time to say goodbye to certain things. even though it might feel hard, even though you might feel attached, and they're saying you need to focus on you at this particular moment. And right now, they're saying in this particular question, in this particular situation, it is best to use your logic rather than emotions and nostalgic feelings and all sorts of things. Yeah, they're saying use your emotions. Here it's time to focus and be practical. Mithieva, when? Then. Tanvi, how are you doing, darling? Jumanji. You just got caught up with work. I've been doing well, darling. Thank you so much. Apart from this horrible screeching noise on the background, and my apology, guys, but you can't predict the weather. All right. Vanessa, okay, Vanessa has a couple of questions over here. How does Joel feel about me? Let's go ahead and take a look. Lovely Vanessa. Red Star, I see you, darling. I'll be with you in just a second. Vanessa and Joel. Finds you very attractive. Finds you very sexually attractive. Finds you very magnetic and charming. Two of Cups over here is always a good sign, but here comes the spoiler, the Five of Swords. Now, darling, what's up? Did you have a bit of a fight, or is there a misunderstanding, or what's going on? Because the Five of Swords over here, it's this energy where they, like, it could be that they're actually feeling attracted to you, but at the same time there's this energy of an argument, an energy of what, of a fight, of like it could also be an internal fight, because in this particular deck there's only one person and so many swords, so it could be that it's this energy where they are attracted to you. There's no doubt with cards like this, but with the Five of Swords, it's like something that gets in between the two of you. It could be their own thing, overthinking, or it could have been an argument or a misunderstanding that you both might have had, but they're feeling very drawn to you, very drawn. Ooh. And when does my financial abundance come flowing in? Let's take a look, darling. Let's take a look for lovely Vanessa. When? Give me when. Okay, so when you start thinking outside the box, I'll clarify on the timing now, but they're saying you need to do some additional research over here, okay? Because this card is like a spy, a detective, yeah? And they're saying that you need to think outside the box over here, darling, with the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is the card of like being a little bit cunning, a little bit sly, like maybe using unconventional methods. I don't know what it is, but it's this energy that maybe it's not going to be a traditional, like maybe you might not be getting this money in abundance through traditional means over here, but they're saying it's like you need to, I don't know, it's this energy they're saying like you will be led to it with the Star over here. Because this is very much about fate. This is very much about hope, and it could even be, yeah, and something to do with people. Like, because they're showing me maybe like working with people, working. I don't know. It's weird. Aquarius energy comes through very strongly. You will be shown. You will be shown how to go about it. Yeah, but they're saying it is going to take a couple of months at least. Because there's this energy where it will turn into like a game, like for you. It will turn into like this adventure. Couple of months at least. So they're showing me 2022. They're saying don't be afraid to experiment. Don't be afraid to accept as well. Could even be, give me a second. They're like, say that. It could even be somebody returning something to you, somebody that you didn't know was yours. That's why they're like thinking outside the box. So somebody might owe you something without you realizing, or that you've forgotten about, or you didn't even know that people took away from you. Yeah, it could sometimes work out that maybe you weren't claiming something. Yeah, and like maybe you could claim something. I don't know. There are many things, and it usually takes like a big reading to go into it. But yeah, at least a couple of months. Red Star. I had seen an ex of mine. We were both jogging. I saw him slow down and turn his head like he wanted to say something to me, but I stayed behind and waited for him to leave. What was he thinking? I absolutely love it. I love it. Seriously, guys, whenever you think that the spirit doesn't have a sense of humor, honestly, it does. The difference is coming through in reverse. So this talks about actually thinking that, we're more alike than I thought. We are more, we have more in common than I thought. So there's this energy where they realized, I don't know, they saw you as like, there's this one with this thing like looking good with this freedom, this energy of like freedom, the energy of like they saw you as looking good. And they felt this energy of like, when you see somebody you've been with for a long time and you get this like reminiscent feeling. So this is what they thought. Let me see what else. But they were afraid of talking to you. They were afraid that you're going to tell them like, piss off, mate. Yeah. But honestly, they did freak out a bit. Like it scared them a little, it started them a little, but they thought like, you look good and you have more in common than you realize. Maybe seeing you triggered something that, they thought that you were different, but you were like more alike. Starlight, hey bestie, hi darling. Samrudi, those are paid readings, darling, paid via Super Chat or PayPal, $10 per question. The link to PayPal is in the pinned message. So if you guys are going to be using PayPal, you can just put your question in the message section. Jellybean, I have a vision for my house that I am in love with. Beautiful. Will the vision come true? Will it happen in December, January, or soon? For Jellybean Jellyo. They're saying that this is beautiful. This is beautiful because it's the energy of love again for you, darling. I don't know what it is, but it's everything about you is love. It's just screaming love. Okay, now Aphrodite is the goddess of love, but of course it is also the goddess of everything that is beautiful. Yeah, so the energy over here is yes, absolutely, because this is the energy of a goddess, and a goddess is not going to live in a shack. A goddess is going to make things beautiful around. Okay, they're saying obviously it's not going to be down to like the color of the vases, but it is going to be very homely and it is going to be very abundant. Number one comes through as things like this maybe being one of your priorities at this particular moment. And number one, of course, is completely not far away over here. The justice, they're saying, yeah, you're going to have to compromise on a few things, but overall, it looks like the justice when it comes to contracts, when it comes to getting money, is on your side. Okay, so we have number 1 and number 5. So this could be happening within the next 6 months. Within, yeah, it could come before, it could come a little bit after, but they're saying it takes time. All good things, yeah, for them to be to have a good, what's it called, for it to be fundamentally right, it needs a bit more time than you're giving it at this particular moment. So within the next 6 months, very possibly so. Don't forget to give those thumbs up, guys, for today's session. It is very much appreciated. That deck was upside down. And for those of you who are just joining me, hi and welcome. I am Blush Lily and I answer your questions live during these sessions. It's $10 a question paid by Super Chat or PayPal. The link to PayPal is in the pinned message. So it's the link to my Patreon page in case you guys want to check it out. And if you're feeling like you would benefit from a personal reading on your future spouse, on your career, on spiritual guidance, on predictions for the next 3, 6, or even 12 months, do send me an email. All you have to do is just send me an email, say I'm interested in a reading, and I will send you a list of readings that I do, together with prices, the questions that those readings answer, and yeah, we'll do any follow-up that you guys need. Bangtan Life You, how are you doing, darling? Great to see you. Great to see you. When it comes to today's session, you guys can ask about your future spouse, about your career, about everything and anything apart from health. I don't do health readings because I am not a doctor. Lovely Nithya or Nithya. Was Ellie expecting to see me at work event? Does he still think of me? Thank you. Yes, and they might even reach out. The thing is, I don't think there's no indication that that they think of you in a sense of maybe love, but the friendship comes through over here, and they maybe are afraid to reach out. They're afraid to communicate because they miss you. There's this energy that they miss you as a friend. They miss your energy. They miss your vibes. They miss you being next to them. So the yeah, the message over here is that yes, they were hoping to see you. They do think of you, but it's more in a sense that they want to communicate, they miss you. But I don't see it being in a romantic way over here, darling. Not at this particular stage, anyways. It could be something that happens in the future, but for now, yes, they did miss you. They did want to see you. Michelle. Let me refresh my PayPal and we will get into your reading. All right, so lovely Michelle. I've been feeling lost in my career, so I had a healing session about my own shadows. My throat chakra seems to be blocked from my childhood. Will Spirit help me to release this trauma so I can move forward towards success? I don't know where to go from here. Okay, so the angel of balance is coming through over here in reverse, darling. Yeah, it's this energy that you need to find inner balance. It does talk about having like inner blocks. And it has a lot to do with your intuition. It has a lot to do with your feminine energy. It has a lot to do with learning how to listen to your internal compass. That's exactly what our inner child does, exactly what your intuition does. It's all like basically many names for one thing: your internal guidance system, your internal sat nav. Okay, and when everything is sort of in reverse over here and blocked, and it's like, when the compass arrow keeps doing this and you're like, okay, but where's true north? They're saying that yes, absolutely, shadow work is a beautiful thing to do. It's one of the hardest things to do when it's done properly through therapy. Okay, so they're saying that you need to keep doing it, keep going in the right direction, and release any attachment to the persona. Okay, because when we are attached to something, we're attached to a persona, and this persona behaves a certain way. So when we are attaching to a certain religion, and when we're attaching to a certain, I don't know, the way that you live or that you eat, that you put yourself in this cage where there are a lot of rules and regulations, and they're saying that you need to detach. And this usually comes up when we feel very helpless, when we feel like we can't do anything in our lives. So they're saying, yes, absolutely, attachment comes through in reverse over here. They're saying that it is important to co-create with the spirit, because the spirit lives within you as well. So they're saying that, yes, absolutely, you have the strength, you have the courage to do it. And look at this door to spirit. Do you see this? The spirit is going to be opening doors for you, literally. But spirit within you. Yeah. All right. Who do we have next, my darlings? Next, we have the amazing Bank Time Life You. Lily, would my marriage be arranged, or will I meet someone and fall in love to get married? Interesting question. Let's take a look. Which deck? Which deck? Let's use this tarot deck. Sorry about the noise, you guys. That blizzard is not dying down. Okay, arranged or love? Love, straight away. Four of Wands, love. Love, the person over here, let me tell you, in your marriage, you're going to be the emotional one, because they're showing me your future spouse as somebody who's more logical, who's more like about, focus and all sorts of things that have to do more with their head. But it's very much about love. It's not arranged. No, I don't see any like the devil isn't here and nothing is coming through in reverse, and the energy of the Four of Wands over here, this talks about love and communication. So yeah, but they're saying that you will of course need to you will need to make sure that if somebody tries to arrange your life, you're not letting them, you're arranging your own life. But it's coming through as love anyways, so I don't see anything needing to fight your family or anything like this. No. Stand your ground, yeah? Michelle, you're welcome. Nithya, you're welcome. Or Nithya. Wonder which one it is. I'm guessing it's Nithya. Or Nithya. Bang Tang Life, you, yeah? Love has a funny thing of arriving when we don't expect it and doing its own thing. It has a mind of its own. Love, I think it's one of the things that you can't force, you can't fake for a long time anyway. And you can't replace it with anything. So it's like a very independent cat. A very independent cat. Lovely Natasha. Will my hubs and I be able to move to a new home soon? For some reason, when I think of this spring, early summer months come to mind. I saw a home I am completely in love with, and I have been trying to manifest it with all my might. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and take a look for lovely Natasha. Is a relocation on the cards to a home you're gonna love? Not yet. Why not? Show me. Not yet, darling. Here comes, they're showing me a tower moment over here, where you're going to realize there's this energy of like external forces. External forces. It's not something that, is happening like with you and your husband. No, it's more like external forces. And then there's this energy of healing, hope, and rejuvenation. They're showing me a different place. And they're showing me like needing to act fast. So it's this energy of like, okay, we need to act fast, we need to think fast. Could be happening within the next 9 months. So by August. They're saying don't be disappointed, because there could be like some things that are not going to work out, and this disappointment is coming through, and they're saying it will feel like you're a little bit stuck. But again, it has more to do with what's going on in the world, what's going on outside, rather than what's going on inside. And be very, very careful. There's this energy. They're saying be very, very careful when it comes to signing contracts, paperwork, all sorts of things. So just make sure you double check everything. Yeah. Genovi. Hello, darling. You're most welcome, lovely Natasha. Give me a second. I'm going to try and make this noise go away. Hold on a second, you guys. It's unbelievable. I made it worse. Oh, I made it worse. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I'll have to fix it after the session. It's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Anyways. All right, guys, let me know if you have any more questions for me. I know that listening to this ridiculous ringing is annoying, but there we go. Hopefully, my voice will drown out the the ringing. Can you imagine how strong the wind is that's making that sound? It's literally like a blizzard. Lovely, Amber. Give me a second. I'm just going to refresh the PayPal and then we'll get into your reading. Hasn't come through just yet, so... Hi, lovely Jaylin. How are you doing? Yeah, it is quite dangerous, to be honest with you, lovely Vanessa. And like the roads are getting icy and it's like all hell is breaking loose. There's going to be like 6 more months of that to look forward to. Lovely, Amber. Yeah, just double check, darling, because it hasn't come through. Sometimes it's like you need to press another button or something like this. But to be honest with you, Vanessa, and like I have friends in Prague, and they said it's been really windy there as well. So I don't know if it's like you like throughout Europe, there's just this really windy weather. It's really miserable. I hate it. I like it when it's warm and sunny, and you can just go out without putting on 20 layers and without freezing your bum off. Amber, take your time, darling. I'm here. I'm just here complaining about the weather. All right, lovely red star. How's JJ feeling towards me at the moment? Let's go ahead and take a look. What are JJ's feelings towards lovely red star at the moment? Ooh, confused.com. Look at this. A lot of confusion. Thinking about you, but confused. Like maybe getting mixed messages or making a decision. Being patient. So I don't know if they took a step back or if they're like being really slow with something or they're waiting for things to resolve, like to sort themselves out. It's like, I don't know, there's this energy of a timeout that's coming through over here because they're like, confused about things. But the energy over here, look at this, opening up. They're confused about whether they should open up. They're confused whether they should take this further. Like there's a lot of confusion, a lot of indecision, a lot of like, should I, shouldn't I? Even seeing them maybe writing a message and then deleting it. You know, when you like overthink things, like big time. And for some reason, they're taking a time out. Maybe they want to open up about something, but they're not sure. I don't know if they've been in like this codependent relationship, but there's also I don't know if there's like somebody else who's trying to get their attention or who's trying to get them back or what. But yeah, there's this energy of passion, which shows sexual attraction, which shows chemistry, like, you know, the body connection is there. The mind is like, whoa. Amber, are you Justine, darling? On PayPal. Who is Justine? Amber, are you Justine, my dear? If that's the case, do send me your questions, please. Vanessa, yeah, I know, I feel you. I know what you're saying. All right, lovely Amber, I got the payment. Send me your questions, please. What is it that you would like to know? My darlings, don't forget to get those thumbs up for today's extra noisy session, but it is what it is. All right, lovely Amber, I wanted to know how my work crutch feels about me. Why don't we go ahead and take a look? I'll use tarot first. How does your work crush feel about you at this particular moment? Indecisive. Indecisive, with the Two of Wands being in reverse over here. Something that might be holding them back. I don't know. Are they what? Are they separating? Are they like breaking up with somebody? There's this energy that you know that they're disbalanced. There's something that feels like unfair. Let me tell you this: they definitely notice you. They definitely see you. But at this particular moment, I don't know. They're more focused on like getting. I don't know. It's this energy of like getting their mind right because they're not showing me a lot of emotions. They might be dealing with a lot of things right now, darling, going backwards and forwards and having to make a lot of decisions. So let me see if there's potential because right now they're showing me they see you. This like they find you attractive, but they're not showing me that they're ready for anything more at this particular moment. Let me see if there's potential for a romance here or something. No, darling. Here they're showing me not in the next couple of months, anyways. Yeah, because they're showing me the Ten of Swords. They're going through something. They need to finish it. Now that they're more like logic. They're yeah. I don't know if they work with legal stuff or anything like or things like this, but no, darling. There's something better for you. There's someone better for you. But nobody said you couldn't flirt, hey? Yeah, they're not giving me the cards for this relationship to happen. But again, there's something better for you. All right, my darlings, let me know if there are any more questions for yours truly today. $10 per question. Honestly, Amber, if you're still here, it's like they're saying you're asking about somebody who's a king, but you will get an emperor. Yeah. Yeah, they're saying you're asking about a king, but you'll get an emperor. I wouldn't say he's happy, to be honest. I think this is just somebody who's more about logic, who's more about comfort, who likes to have things organized. Yeah, exactly. Trust me, what's yours is yours. What's yours is not going to pass you by. Hi, Matthews. That's a beautiful name. Zion. Lawrence Hill's son is named Zion as well. She wrote a beautiful song about him. That the joy of her world is in Zion. All right, my darlings, let me know if there are any more questions for me today. $10 per question, paid via Super Chat or PayPal, preferably PayPal. The link to the preferably PayPal is in the pinned message. If you guys do choose to go through PayPal, you can just put your question in the message section. Comfortable for everybody. If you're not cool with PayPal, you can use Super Chat as well. And once again, apologies for the background noise. That's the storm. I hope it's not going to like blow my window out. Otherwise, I'm going to be one cold girl. When it comes to today's session, guys, you can ask about your future spouse. You can ask about relationships, situationships, about your career, spiritual guidance that the universe might have for you at this particular moment, what you can expect about money, what you need to know at this particular time, if things will or won't work out with somebody. The only thing I don't do are health questions because I'm not a doctor. I did not go to medical school. Therefore, I'm not qualified to give medical advice. Crazy Dips, you can ask a question, darling, but like I said, these are paid readings, $10 per question, paid by Super Chat or PayPal. The link to PayPal is in the pinned message in today's chat section. If you guys don't have a question today, or you're not feeling it, I do these sessions at least twice a week on Tuesdays and on Saturdays or on Sundays. So you can always join one of my other sessions where there won't be the sound of the storm on the background. The world. All right, my darlings, last call for any questions that you might have. I keep saying last call is because sometimes there's a bit of a delay in the signal. So I'm just making sure that I don't disconnect right when you're about to send your question in. And of course, don't forget to get those thumbs up for today's session. It is very much appreciated. Tuesdays are usually quieter than Saturdays and Sundays. So just do it as an extra session. All right, my darlings. It looks like we're all done for today. Hour 20, not bad. I want to thank all of you for being here today, for your questions, for your energy. I'm wishing you a lovely day, morning, evening, wherever you find yourself. Make sure you stay safe. You take care of your amazing selves. Probably going to be a brand new video coming up tomorrow, so make sure that your notifications are switched on. And yeah, take care of your amazing selves now, guys. Bye.